What is going on, people of YouTube? My name is Kurtyoy, and welcome back to another episode of my weekend preview, where I give you non-FPL related content, apart from my team, of course. I keep that away from the stats and tips and everything. But I'll give you my Super 6, my Fantasy 6 aside, and my bets for the weekend. It's not going too well in my department. You'll catch up with that later. But first of all, how did I do last week on FPL? Well, I've not put a picture, because I don't want to talk about it. I got one below the average, and the fact I was being a stubborn little brat and stuck with Aguero because I knew he wouldn't go down to 12.9 really hurt me in the end, and I only got 42 points and 43 was the average, so rather not talk about that. My team for this week, though, I think it's looking quite good. I've switched it around. I played my wild card, so Checker's gone. Not because he just scored the own goal and everything, because I don't think I wanted to spend the money elsewhere. So I've got Foster and Heaton as the choices. I've gone with Foster. He's got more chance of getting a clean sheet, I believe. Then we've got a back three playing this week: Walker, Stones and Koscielny. New transfer. Invested the money from Czech into Koscielny. And I know that Foster and Heaton have different home games each way, so that's looking good for them. My other two defenders are Bailey and Galloway. I got rid of Dawson because 5 minutes is too much. I think Galloway is going to be their permanent left back, which is good for me. In midfield, we've got Hazard playing as the captain. Very big risk. He played shit last week. Hopefully he won't play shit this week. We've got Antonio, Redmond, Capoue and Pereira sitting on the bench. Pereira's a strange one because not many people own him, and he scored an assist in his first 2 games, so why not give him a chance? And I think he really could do well in the Premier League. And up front, Lukaku, Costa and Ibrahimovic. I was going to go with Barrow and then someone then just bring Aguero in. But I think it's better to have Lukaku, Costa and Ibrahimovic because you've got 3 strikers that can score and could score quite a lot. And although it's risky not going with Aguero, I can easily maybe lose the money elsewhere and bring him in for Ibrahimovic. But I think these 3 strikers are definitely money makers. Ibrahimovic has proved that so far. Lukaku and Costa have proved it so far. So definitely it's looking good for an FPL team. I'm still probably going to tinker with it. I might even bring in more transfers. Who knows? But that's my team for now. Let's move on to Super 6. So I didn't win the 1 million, didn't do very well at all. I think I got 7 points last week. We'll look to improve that this week. Hopefully we're going to win it. I doubt it, but anyway, here we go. Hull versus Arsenal. I've gone with a 2-0 away win to Arsenal. Hull have signed a pretty few amount of players, considering the amount they probably needed, and I think Arsenal should get an easy enough win. Could be more. I'm hoping it's only limited down to 2 with Hull's good defending, maybe stopping them until late on from getting their goals. Then we've got Leicester versus Burnley. I've gone with a Burnley win. I can really see Burnley doing a job on Leicester here, like they did on Liverpool. I think Leicester will get a goal, but also be like the Leicester Hull game. They'll get 1, but they'll lose by 2. 2 goals to 1, that is. And I really feel like Burnley can pull that off. And if you're going to win 250 million, shocks have to come in somewhere, and I think that one is definitely worth a punt. We've got Manchester City versus Bournemouth. I've gone with Manchester City 5, Bournemouth 1. I think that could be an absolute slaughter. But it's also going to follow the trend that City are yet to keep a clean sheet in the league. Then we've got West Brom versus West Ham. It's another away win. It's another 2-1 away win, as West Ham I think will just scrape through. Maybe a goal for Berahino, but West Ham with a double player assist again will get through this game without a shadow of a doubt. I'm pretty confident on it. Then we've got Huddersfield versus QPR. I've gone with Huddersfield winning 2-1. QPR, they'd had a good, few games, but I feel like Huddersfield are just going to edge them in that one. Not sure what it is. I just got that feeling. And with regards to Burton and Brighton, I don't really know much about them, really. I know Burton have started, pretty decently compared to what people were expecting. I'm predicting 2-2 just because why the hell not? Now next up we've got my Fantasy 6 aside. Now I've been doing pretty well recently. I think I scored in the top 5,000 for one of the games last weekend, and the first game and the only game I'm going to show on this one, because it's the only game we know that he's actually doing it, is a decent little game between Chelsea and Liverpool. Now this might be uploaded before, might be uploaded after, I don't know. I'm really rushed for time this week, so I do apologise sincerely. They will be out better hopefully in the forthcoming few weeks, but choices of captain, I think Costa has to take it. I've gone with Hazard as my captain in FPL, and Costa as my captain in Fantasy 6 side, so one of them is going to do well, hopefully both. I think Liverpool's defence capabilities both could easily be a good target, and I feel like Costa is definitely going to get at least a goal. Then we had a choice of 5 other players, and it's really weird, this one. I've gone with Oscar, Klein, Willian, Lallana and Coutinho. That might change, because I'm not too sure on it, but Oscar and Willian for Chelsea, because they're hopefully going to play in the roles I usually do, get a few passes in, maybe a few chances for goals, shots, assists, that sort of business. Then we've got Nathaniel Klein, just because he's a right back, can bomb forward. It's a real risk having a right back in there because I don't really score that many points, but I think he's going to do well. Then Lallana and Coutinho, because I think Coutinho really should be a key player, but I think injuries have stopped him, and the fact he didn't play in the last game, so he should, if he plays this one, should be really good. And Adam Lallana, he's a rocking midfield at the moment, passing, and playing a really good football. Scored a banger as well against Leicester, so hopefully he'll get one as well this week. Now let's cut the jibber jabber. We're all here for the bets. Now I'm currently on 120 quid. I started with 150, and I've won a big fat 0. I did technically win one bet. There we go. Got there in the end on my accumulator, my challenge bet. But I lost it in next week, so we need to start again. And first up, we're going to go with a treble. You'll probably see it darted around the screen somewhere. We've got Manchester City to win both halves against Bournemouth. We've got Arsenal to win and West Ham to win. £1 on average turns us £10.50. Probably one of the safest bets, I think, in this entire betting series. 5 bets I've got on. Next up, we've got a 5-fold accumulator from around Europe. So I've just gone with one that just picking up European teams. So we've got Chelsea versus Liverpool, both teams to score. I think it's a given, so that has to be on the bet slip. Then we've got Paris Saint-Germain, who's also playing today, to get a win against away from home against Kane. I think their poor form has led them to have odds that are pretty good, so I'm going to take that. Then we've got Barcelona to win both halves in their away game against Leganés. I'm not very good with pronunciations. Then we've got Bayern Munich to score in both halves against Ingolstadt, and we've also got Real Madrid to win both halves against Espanyol. £1 stake on that brings us £19.32. Now that's not too shabby on, so if I do say so myself. Next up, we've got the top 5 leagues in English football and one team from each. We're going to start off Arsenal to win against Hull, Sheffield Wednesday to win against Birmingham. I'm betting on my home team. I'm breaking all the rules, but I do feel like we can win this. Bolton are going to win against Walsall, Plymouth to win in League 2 against Exeter, and Aldershot to win against Southport. Yes, I know, all 5 of them are away games, but I didn't notice until I put the bet on, so there we go. £1 on that brings us £45.10 if it comes in, so fingers crossed for that one. And the challenge bet, Sheffield Wednesday. I've gone with it again. I just feel like we've got a few good wins recently, or the last 2 games have been 2 good wins. And we've battled hard. I think we'll battle hard in this one. We're on TV, and I think we'll win that. £5 bet, which what we're going to start with, it could turn into £12.50. Now that, I think it's a really good price, considering I think we are, quite clear favourites for that one. And I was left with £112, so I thought I'll stick £2 on Burnley to win, because I do feel like they can do it, and £2 brings us £14 back, so not too bad if it comes in. And that is that for this video. Hopefully you have enjoyed. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And sorry for waffling on this video. I do waffle quite a lot of the times. And sorry for leaving it so late. Just I've had a lot of things on my plate. So I do apologise if this is out before or if it's out after the FPL deadline, especially after the Chelsea vs Liverpool game. I can only apologise. It will hopefully be better from now on. But thank you all for watching. Hopefully you have enjoyed. And peace.